The Castries Central MP says the 2009-2010 budget fails to provide hope for St. Lucia. Philip J. Pierre was the first opposition MP to have his say on the budget when debates began on Monday. And he hit the budget hard, starting with imposing more taxes while reducing the price of fuel by 55 cents as of May 1st. Pierre says through that reduction, government is giving with one hand and taking away with the other.
You reduce petrol by 55 cents, but you're still making. You are still making an average of between $3 and $5 on every purchase in the country. And to add to that, flashing mirrors. Take it with one hand, breathe with the other one. You can see there is a socialist thing in that budget.
Socialist?
There is. There is a socialist in that budget. Take it one hand, but you reduce it by 55 cents. But you charge the people of St. Lucia $7 million in terms of vehicle licenses. And don't tell me how I know that, because you put it in your revenue.
Pierre accused the government of imposing an additional $7 million in taxes on the people of St. Lucia, while lauding the reduction in the price of gas. The Castries East MP also tackled the Prime Minister's announcement of a 50 cents per litre increase in excise tax on all alcoholic beverages. He says he has no issue with the tax as long as it's imposed across the board.
I sincerely hope that the sin taxes on alcoholic beverages are not only for the people in the rum shop in Marchand. I really hope, because there is something called cabinet and there is something called incentives. I really hope that when they impose their sin taxes, the sin taxes are equitable. Everybody pays sin taxes. So the man buying his bounty in Marchand will have to pay the sin taxes, the same sin taxes as the other people who buy their wines in the hotel.
Pierre also hit the government on what he says is another example of unnecessary waste. He mentioned the Stephenson Kings administration's plan to rationalize office space, while disclosing plans to borrow $35 million to build an office on the John Compton Highway. But he says the most blatant example is the government's plan to refurbish the abandoned Dyer building at Bois d'Ouage. Pierre says the entire affair is shrouded in secrecy and demanded to know more from the Prime Minister.
Mr. Prime Minister, please, how much have you bought the building? Have you bought the building? How much have you paid for the building? What is the structural integrity of the building? Have you got the building valuated or valued by the engineers? Is the building fit for repairs? What is the situation with the land in front of the building? Tell the people of St. Lucia.
The Castries East MP appealed to the Prime Minister to abandon plans to purchase the Dyer building and put the money on development projects. As for the issue of fuel prices, Pierre says a 55-cent reduction is not enough. He says the price of gas on St. Lucia continues to be more than that of any other OECS country. Alison Kentish, HTS News, Channel 4.